experience of Rob Adonis and the fact that Rob Adonis trained Kevin Ballenger, when you think of all of that stuff, you gotta know that Rob is definitely in the position as a champion where he has the advantage, the champion's advantage, of course.
Indeed he does.
And he is also so much more qualified than Ballenger, but let's just point it out. Ballenger's on a run like he's never been here in APW.
Yeah, since his comeback, he has been absolutely on the tear.
And not only that, but he is Rob Adonis is, getting up in the age. I mean, he's, probably in his last contract, probably 5 years left in the ring. At least back in the old days. And Kevin Ballenger is 20 years better than he was the last time these two came in contact. So,
power slam.
Rob Adonis and Kevin Ballenger are in a battle. It's kind of Kevin Ballenger in Father Time against Rob Adonis with the North Georgia Championship. And what a beautiful belt it is. It's sitting right here on the desk with us. And I must say, this is probably the prettiest championship in our company. And the North Georgia Championship is right after it.
It indeed has a lot of former champions, but also a lot of champions that have head on to the North Georgia Championship. There's been a high successful rate of them going on to win the Southern States Championship as well. Wow, what a clothesline by Ballenger.
And Ballenger, not the guy you would expect to clothesline a guy 280 pounds over the top rope to the floor, but that should tell you the excitement, the fire, and everything else that's being pumped into his veins right now. He is feeling this opportunity to be the North Georgia champion. And Rick Page, you've known Ballenger as long as I have. He has dreamed of this moment, and here he is finally in a singles match for a singles championship against his trainer, no less.
Well, that's literally when Rob Adonis literally showed him, got him into our wonderful business, showed him how to get started. He knows a lot of his tricks. Is that how can Ballenger try to do something that he hasn't seen for Adonis not able to counter?
Well, the thing is, when you're training someone, Mr. Page, you teach them everything they need to know, but you don't teach them everything you know. And even though you should always treat the young guys very well as they're coming up, you do that because you never know who they might turn out to be.
That is true.
Rob Adonis showing his superior strength, size, height, and muscularity over Kevin Ballenger right now.
I'll admit, these two athletes here, it's like you mentioned earlier, years and years experience. They are like two fine wines. The more experience they have, the better they get at their craft.
Yes, and when you talk about Rob and fine wine, he's probably never drank a drop in his life, but I tell you this, he's aged. Yeah. I even heard a rumor that he uses just for men.
Really? Wow.
I wouldn't want to repeat that, and I definitely am not telling him.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Anyway, it looks like Ballenger's got a cover here. But we'll see if Rob Adonis, with his power that he has, can he smash Ballenger, or will Ballenger and his quickness get the upper hand? But it's like you said early on, this is a champion's advantage, and of course, we've got our old trusty 15-minute time clock.
Yep, and Ballenger wrestling a wrestler's match. But when you are timed and you only have 15 minutes and you've got the shot at the North Georgia Championship, and let's face it, when you wear a championship, you make a lot more money. So Ballenger not only using bad judgment wrestling a wrestler's match, but Rob Adonis was just waiting on the opportunity for that patented enzuigiri, and now Ballenger's under 9 minutes to go for the biggest opportunity he's had as a singles here in our company.
Indeed, this is Rob Adonis' wheelhouse. Like you said, his patented signature enzuigiri. Now he's got him on the ropes. He says Ballenger to the ropes. Oh, what power! Just really knocks the wind out of him. So much force hit that turnbuckle.
And Paige, if only I could tell you what it feels like when a guy the strength of Rob Adonis slings you face first into a turnbuckle and your sternum collides against that soft little pad that covers a steel turnbuckle and steel cable.
I can only imagine what that feels like, and I'll always have to take your word for it on that.
And it doesn't give like the mat.
Absolutely. Now, meanwhile here, looks like Ballenger fighting his way out of the headlock here.
Yeah, Rob Adonis took full advantage of that chest into the buckle.
Wow,
and
up suplex there.
Rob Adonis is a thinking man's wrestler. All of this chicanery that he pulls is all BS, if we can say that on TV.
Yeah. Mind games, other people would say.
We're not on television. Who am I kidding? Well, if the guys in the truck think BS is a bad word, can you buzz me? Yep, they're not saying anything. So,
we're on YouTube, so that's going to reach millions.
So we can say what the hell ever.
Yeah, to a degree, and not be monetized, but yeah.
Yeah, we want to be professional, and I definitely want to be professional.
Ballenger here trying to get some steam. Devastating spine buster. My goodness.
This could do it. Kevin Ballenger's had a pretty rough 4 to 5 minutes.
2 count. He's still hanging in there, though. He's not giving up.
Let me just point out, let me do a cliff notes of this match. Ballenger in full control, out wrestling the champion. The champion reverses an Irish whip into the corner. Ballenger's sternum crashes into that turnbuckle, taking all the wind out of him, and what's Rob do eventually locks him in a hold and leans all 280 pounds on the sternum, which allows you no air whatsoever, and he's followed that up with a T-bone suplex and his patented spine buster. Rob Adonis, the MVP of APW.
So far, every time Ballenger tries to get some steam and momentum, Rob Adonis is always there crushing him. It seems like every time, with a knee to the ribs, speaking of crushing.
Was that the ribs?
Looked like he was going to do a splash there, one of the old school Vader splashes. They put those knees up in time.
And Ballenger making his way to his feet first. And he puts Rob Adonis down, and again.
Elbow. Single leg drop kick.
And sorry to step on you there, Mr. Page, but he's going for the unprettier. This move is what got him a title. And he hit it, and Rob Adonis is either out to a ridiculous degree or the smartest man in the business.
Well, let's just say a little bit of both and just instincts.
Yeah, I mean, he just spilled to the ground and held on. I think that makes him the smartest man in the business. And Kevin Ballenger, picking up 280 pounds of dead weight and putting him in the ring is not easy. But he's got 5 minutes left to do it. And I think that in 5 minutes he can get him in, but in 5 minutes,
yep,
is he going to be able to get the 3 count?
We are at the 5-minute mark.
I don't know. Rob Adonis. I think Rob Adonis at this point is playing a little bit of hooky, playing possum. It's only hooky if you don't come to work, right?
True.
Okay, so he's playing possum.
He does. Ooh, you might have been right about that, because he raked him out. It's like he...
And that's it. If Kevin Ballenger kicks out of that, he'll be the first man in almost a year and a half. And he